romantic pussy.
Pussy, big fat pussy. Why is no one talking about my big fat pussy?
I love my sister more than anything in this life. I will choose her happiness over mine every time. Put what we had aside. I'm standing at her side. You can never be satisfied. God, I hope you're satisfied.
50K to cousins, post a caption. Pray none of my enemies hold me captive. I grieve different.
I'm up, I'm down, I'm in between. I leave your message unreseen. I think I like fucking myself more than I do with someone else. I'm off the rails, think I might fall apart, and I'm crazy now.
I don't give a fuck 'cause I'm a millionaire. I do what I want, little finger in the air. Gonna party, party, party like a millionaire.
Watch me party on you, yeah.
You can watch me pull up on your body like it's summer. Take my clothes off in the morning, splash around and get you blessed by holy water. I don't know what.
I'm not even sure he's on the top 5 of the all-time greatest Lakers, bro.
That's not ridiculous. That's not ridiculous to say that.
50K to cousins, post a caption. Pray none of my enemies hold me captive. I grieve different.
Four binding techniques for trans men. Just as a little disclaimer, if you're bigger chested, because I don't have a bigger chest, this is more so my opinion, so this might not be helpful to people with bigger chests, and it could be different for you. Coming in at number 4, we have something crazy, and it is duct tape. So I think duct tape is unsafe. Obviously it actually is, and it does not feel good, and it itches, and it's just don't. If you haven't find it with duct tape before, then lucky you. But I tried to do it once, not really, but it wasn't it. Coming in at number 3, we have sports bras. We probably all started with a sports bra because it was harder to get a binder than it is to get a sports bra. And it's breathable. It just does not work that excellent, especially considering if you are bigger chested too. I know I'm not, like I said, but I can imagine that it's not going to do wonders on someone with over a B cup. Then we have number 2, which may be a surprise for most people, but I have a binder. And you're probably like wondering why a binder is number 2 instead of number 1. Well, the reason why I put the binder at number 2 is because I never really binded like that. But I got a binder before recently, and it actually works really well. And it's interesting. You know, it's good. Most people are fine with binders, but for me personally, number 1 just is better, in my opinion, especially as a small-chested person. Now, finally, for those who predicted it, yes, at number 1, we have trans tape. And I just think that trans tape is very, not only breathable, but some people might be allergic to the adhesive that it uses, so I can understand why you wouldn't rank it high for that. But for me, I just like how you can wear a tank top and it won't show. I don't bind like that at all. Since I'm so kind of small-chested, I can kind of get away with not binding at all. I'm sorry, don't crucify me, I'm sorry. I know, I'm sorry. But yeah, I put trans tape at number 1. I tried it before a couple of times, and it's pretty good. What's your ranking in the comments?
Did 50K to cousins, post a caption. Pray none of my enemies hold me captive. I grieve different. I grieve different.
Go get anybody, we knock anybody down. This up with anybody, we ain't started nothing down. Go get anybody, we knock anybody down. This up with anybody, we ain't started nothing down, bitch.
I used to have hoop dreams until I found out there were other ways to score. If you're gonna
You asked for it. Here's how to lose weight for my trans guys that are not taking any testosterone. First, the most important thing, food. You want to be eating a high protein diet, and you want it to consist majority of real food. So avoid like wrappers or Frankenstein food. Try and get real food that you have to sit down and you have to heat up and you have to eat. Next, we're going to do some cardio. Do not freak out, okay? I want you to just like start with maybe some incline walking or stairs, but the volume is going to be 2 to 3 times a week, 20 minutes. Then you can slowly increase this intensity, or you can add like 5 minutes every week. And the third and final and the most fun thing is you're going to lift weights. So one way to naturally increase your testosterone is by lifting heavy things. And then one of the best ways to lift heavy things is using a barbell. So I'm going to give you an example of your workout split and how you could achieve this. But given your schedule, I would try to aim for 3 to 4 times in the gym, and then those little cardio sessions separately on their own. Let's go!
Trans men are not the same as cis men. One of them had to live as a woman first, and the other has never had that experience. The 1 in 4 statistic applies to trans men. Reproductive rights are also trans men's rights. And while lesbianism decenters men, yes, you have to take it a step further. What is it centering instead? The woman experience, unique connections to womanhood. Trans men also have that, and what they choose to do with their lived experience is entirely up to them. You can't dictate what people are supposed to feel about their lives. You're not doing trans men any favors by dwindling them and their experiences down to pronouns and how you can understand them. And you certainly aren't doing people any favors by like holding them in the same space as their oppressors. Trans men are men, but they're men with nuance. So what you're seeing is not people making an exception for trans men, it's people understanding that nuance and leaving space for people with unique connections to womanhood to dictate what those experiences mean to them. That's it.
I'm so glad I'm seeing other trans men talk about how when people give passing tips to trans masks, it usually includes saying, just don't be alternative. Here are some actual mask alternative passing tips. I'm gonna start with pants and shit. Cargos. I fuck with a good cargo short, a good cargo pant. If you're kind of alternative, a good pair of like straight leg or boot cut Levi's. If you want to put patches on a pair of pants and you really like the way those pair of pants fit you, wear them when you put the patches on them so that you're not tightening the pants up. If they're a little baggy, you can do it with them off of you so that it will tighten them up a little bit and you don't want them to be baggy. But if you like the way the pair of pants fits you already, wear them when you put the patches on. You can buy women's pants, brother. You can buy women's pants. Plus, at most alternative stores, it's women's sections that have a larger variety for like cool different pants. But if you don't like the way women's pants fit you, there are ways around that. You can look up tutorials on how to sew pants where you make the hip width like smaller or the bottom of the leg larger. Essentially like turning them into like straight leg cut pants. Also, dude, it's alternative subcultures. DIY or die. Make your own fucking pants. If you're ever worried about a pair of pants or shorts making you look shorter because they're like super long on you, you can always fucking hem them. It's pretty easy. Moving on to shirts and tops, band t-shirts. They're always unisex, Hanes, or Gildan. If you like a tighter fit, get a tighter fit. If you like a larger fit, get a larger fit. If you like a larger fit but you're worried about the length of it making you look short, hem that shit. Or if you want to just crop it without hemming it, do that. Personally, my favorite way to crop things that is mask from my perception of it is to crop it where like when you're standing it kind of looks like a normal length, but then when you raise your arms it shows a little bit of tummy. Yeah. If you live in a really hot area like me and you can't really layer shit or you're worried about the summertime, band t-shirts or any t-shirt in general, like cutting the sleeves off of it, especially if it's like a little ripped, a little like threads coming out, hell yeah, I love that shit. If you like a neater look though, you can make it look nice, or you can also hem it. Now for shoes, boots. Especially if you're like short like me, get you some boots with a heel or a platform on them, dude. If you're worried about getting girly boots that have a heel on them, get some fucking work boots. Especially if you get steel-toed ones, they'll probably last you longer, and when people step on your feet at shows, it won't hurt. Just don't be kicking nobody with them bitches. Shoes like Converse and Vans are definitely an alternative fucking staple. They have definitely morphed their way into other styles as well, but when it comes to picking a style with those, I don't know why, but high tops with both Converse and Vans or any style of sneaker like that or skate shoe, high tops just seem more masculine to me. Like, low tops aren't feminine to me, but for some reason in my head, I don't know. When I wear high tops, I feel like I look more masculine than when I wear low tops. For like regular sneakers or like running shoes, Nike's a good option. New Balances have a lot of funky color options as well, and they're kind of like a dad shoe, you know what I mean? Like, DCs are a good option because they have a variety from like kind of regular sneakers to like skate shoes and shit. Now for accessories, which is like honestly the big thing about alternative fashion. Accessories are great because accessories in alternative fashion are just completely fucking genderless. Get you a pair of women's fishnet tights, cut a hole in the crotch, put it over your head, put your arms in the legs, put a t-shirt over it. There you go, you just spiced up a boring ass fit. Wallet chains. any kind of chains or anything like dangly on your belt loops or your neck. I prefer like chunkier chains. I feel like most people would probably say they're perceived as more masculine than like the dainty small ones, but whatever. Belts. You can wear multiple belts. I fucking love belts. One of my favorite belts I have is definitely a woman's belt. I got it from Goodwill, but it's like cheetah print. It has like a gold like buckle thing on it, but women's belts definitely have more styles usually. Stud belts are awesome. Also belt buckles. You can find a lot of really cool like antique belt buckles at like local thrift places or online. I have this really cool one with a dog on it on one of my stud belts. I feel like a big belt buckle, it's masculine. It gives cowboy. It gives goth cowboy. I've seen a few people say some weird things about masculine and feminine piercings. There are no masculine and feminine piercings. There shouldn't be masculine and feminine clothing in general, but hey, hair. Hair is a big fucking thing. People are generally going to tell you, you gotta have short hair. You really don't. Especially if you look visibly alternative, nobody is going to question a guy with long hair. That has been insanely common in so many alternative subcultures for fucking decades. But you know, a buzz cut's good. Grown out from a buzz cut or a crew cut where you kind of use gel and spike it up and shit. Fucking mohawks, double hawks, tri-hawks, death hawks, mullets, shags. Yeah, depending on your face shape, the length and type of haircut you get will accentuate different features. I'm not an expert on the shit, so I can't tell you which haircut is going to bring out your masculine features more. You can easily research that shit, or if you're in an area where you have, you know, a queer-friendly barber, tell them, like, hey, I want something that is going to frame my face in a way that makes it more masculine. Don't worry about the fucking color, bro. Like, dyed hair is gonna make you clocky. Nobody fucking second guesses me having green hair, dude. Like, I started this new job, and this guy told me I remind him of fucking Sean O'Malley because my hair is colored. I can't think of a more masculine fucking compliment. All that being said, you can still be alternative. The awesome thing about alternative fashion, and fashion in general, is like it's so fluid, and there's such a range of it from minimalism to maximalism. And yeah, minimalism, I would say, is generally considered more masculine. So if like that's your thing, throw on some fucking cargo shorts and a band t-shirt and some Vans or combat boots or something. There you fucking go. This was the longest video I've ever fucking made. Sorry about that, but I had a lot of things to say, and I didn't even really say everything I wanted to say. But yeah, wear what you want at the end of the day. Understand passing can be very important to people for different reasons, safety, comfort, whatever. Just don't let that overrun you. Still be yourself. And, you know, at one point, especially if you're pre-T, pre-op, whatever, you'll get to the point where you're comfortable enough in your body where you can explore your fashion a little more without the worry of not passing from wearing certain things. Like, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. You will be okay. I love y'all. Mwah.
Hosey Coachie, Hosey Coachie, Hosey Coachie, Hosey Coachie, Hosey Coachie.
Fuck them lame bitches. Ratchet bitches better. Real hoes, we don't get caught on flying any weather. Wintertime, I'm rocking booty shorts, bitch, sparkle sweater. Northside shit.
But I just can't date a dude with a vag. When we fell in love, you made my heart drop, and you had me thinking about you nonstop. That you cried about.
That is a reductionist stereotype that puts people like me in little boxes. You chose the right box, though.
Phase 1, crying over how long it is. Phase 2, the haircut day actually comes and you're not prepared. Phase 3, frantically searching up haircuts to show. Phase 4, showing up and thinking it isn't so bad. Phase 5, getting a haircut 10x shorter than the reference, contemplate death.
So overwhelmed and make me scared as hell because I really fell for you. I swear to you, I'll be there for you. This is not.
I actually could not believe it when I saw this.
If
You mean the fit is not hard? You're just a hater. That's all you do is hate.
Am I blanching, girl? We blanching. I live up in a mansion. Am I blanching, girl? We blanching. I live up in a mansion.
Spoiler alert, it's all white people. It's all white people. You want a masculine haircut? Just be white, I guess. And also, apparently the person that made this is a trans med. And we all know how much trans meds love white supremacy, so... yeah. This just proves whether someone passes or not is based on white supremacy. Because apparently black trans men can't pass. Ooh.
I got him from my jeweler. I like you, man. You lie a lot.
I'm beautiful.